Alright, so about 3, 2, 1, we'll get the collective all the way down, roll off towards you. There we go, so that was a little high, so you can just ease the collective. Right, so that's hot, there we go, so hold it for a second, it's gonna go low. Fine, right, no low horn yet, but if we have to pull back to actually get it, or push down to get it to... Right. The more you push forward, the more that's gonna droop, so we have to pull back on this. Yeah, so we'll roll up then. It's gonna kick because it's low. There we go, we're back outside. Good to feel out what happened right with the entry. It started high, which is good. Then you cushioned it, and it slowly, if you didn't see it then, you'll see it on the video that it slowly creeps back up, even after your input.
I did, yeah. And I like going a little higher to give me more time to just look at things and adjust.
Right.
All right, auto in 3, 2, 1.
Good roll auto. Very nice. That flare like that brings it back. Good, we're at 50. Don't pull too much, so push it back. All right, well, it can hang out there. If you want to bring it down right, we'll push it to the floor again. There you go, so now it's coming back, and we'll roll up. There we go. Good, so we're back outside at 50. Treetop, so now we start a slight flare. Yeah, hold it for a second. Very nice, hold it for a second. And then I'm going to start the little collective. My door's open, which is fine. Very nice. Not uncommon for a door to open in an auto.
Huh. Was it on the string or?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Oftentimes it's the person flying its door that opens. If it's mine, it doesn't matter, but it can be startling if you're in the flare.
Yeah, I've got mine closed.
But some of ours will even rattle themselves open, and then
even when they're closed.
Yep, they'll get the crack to the string, which is startling as well.
Huh. Yeah, that would be panic-inducing. 1,000's good.
Yep, 1,000, or yeah. Even if we get a little higher, it'll probably help. But usually I commit to whatever it's at now, and we adjust. We go based off of that. But it's looking good. Good speed, good power setting, good line. We see the windsock, and you're just gonna call it off based off the windsock.
Okay. We pretty much beam the windsock, right?
Yeah, I like to enter. Yeah. Again, if I'm demonstrating, I can't see the windsock, but yeah. Windsock allows you to make something consistent, whether it's here or any other runway.
3, 2, 1.
Good, all the way down, roll off. Good. And now we'll start the turn and look outside. Yeah, so cushion just a little bit. Yeah, keep looking at the spot. It's going well, we're at 50, keep the nose. Yeah, looking good, keep looking at your spot. This is going well. There, we'll roll up. Very nice, the governor's got it. And now it's a straight in at 50 knots. Very nice, look at that, right to commercial standards, the first one, I didn't even do anything.
Good to have that coaching.
But that's why I say it's always best to look outside. Like, there was a lot going on in here, and you'll be able to review that. But overall, good control, and I just kind of coaxed you in to turn it on because I knew we were going to roll out, so it's going to droop a little lower. But again, the spot is excellent. How did it feel?
Felt great.
That's
surprised. Good. I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I'll be consistent, but I'll take it.
Well, we'll set up and we'll do another one.
Yeah, that'll be good.
And I find that if you pick the windsock, however, then you can pick any spot. We could aim for the middle of the runway, and then you have something, a beam you, and it kind of works the same whether we do it at McMinnville, Sportsman, Auburn.
All right, no indicator lights, warning lights are out. All right, 1,070 knots. Or might be a little bit close, but turn a little tighter. No warning lights. Fuel is good. Everything's green.
Our traffic RV7 Charlie Lima is just north of the airport, entering a midfield crosswind. Cross over the center of the airport and enter left downwind runway 20 Lenhart.
Up on the windsock. Auto in 3, 2, 1. All the way down. Cut the throttle. Start that turn.
So we'll get the collective down again, because as you roll out, it's going to need... Yeah, so a little pitch back. We're going to get a little faster, which is fine. As you roll out, high rotor, which is fine. We might get a horn. Yeah, don't pop too hard on it. It'll balloon up. We'll roll up. Good. 50 knots. Slight flare, flare, flare. Pushing.
Lenhart traffic RV7 Charlie Lima, entering a left downwind.
And then I just kind of stopped the flare on that one because we were tail low.
Full stop Lenhart.
I flared a little bit later on that one.
A little later, yeah, and that's, I kind of put my hand here so if you felt it stop. Just because I didn't want us to strike the stinger on the tail. It wasn't that low, but it was sinking. But again, that's that high energy of the high rotor. And so you probably felt when it was high, I mentioned it was high, so you kind of checked up on it. And because we have so much energy, you probably felt us kind of go back up instantly.
Right, we went out a bit long.
Which happens, it's good to feel both of those out.
Yeah, first one was a lot.
They were all very coordinated, it's just that one had more, I'm sure there was something in there that you'll notice you did different. Maybe you looked inside or you started the turn a little early, or, again, they're not expected to be perfect on your first two, so, but they're good.
Right, shall we do another?
Yeah, let's do another one. This time, though, let's do one to my side if you want.
Yeah, let's
And so you'll be
mix it up, bit of a try.
a little bit of a try, a little different try, and I'll kind of give you some tips that I use when you're blind to the first part of the turn.
Okay.
But we'll get on the go and I'll kind of explain that when we're on that final. It's a little slow, but that's fine. I'll enter an auto in 3, 2, 1, so down collective. Yeah, roll off. Good. And so now we can start that turn. Yeah, just like that. Good, and now it should start to come alive outside. So we're looking at the windsock. And roll up. Yeah, so keep the turn coming if you need to. Looking good. Yeah, roll it up. There we go, it's got it. Now we're just at our spot at a little above 50, which is fine. Just means the flare is going to be a little less. Alright, we have that energy.
And flare into a little high.
But again, it's
more
all
aggressive
good,
on the flare.
which is good. It's all good to feel those things. That we had a lot of energy, so it's kind of the same thing with the plane, right? You get into the ground effect, you can kind of hang out or extend that glide a little longer. It's the same with this. If we get the nose down and get above 50, it's just going to extend that.
But really good visibility there, even if it's that side.
Right, because I'm in the way, so like, and then you have this column. But either way, you can still see it, but it's more difficult if you don't have it in sight the whole time. Thoughts?
You know, that one went reasonably well, I thought. The RPMs didn't go, to the extremes. The speed was good. I overshot the spot, and I think I flared probably a little too early. But I think when the power recovery comes on, then the collective starts to mess with it like a real auto, right?
In the case of this, yeah, if the power is on and you're kind of checked up in a position that would droop the rotor, it's not going to droop, it's now powered.
Yeah, in a way, I guess, relative to a real auto, that's kind of cheating, but it is what it is. It's a power on auto.
Right, and I always specify, like, it's simulating an auto, but it's not the same as a real auto. But it's close enough that it can help get you some safer practice.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think I started the flare probably above tree height, and then leveled out probably about 30 feet up. And I should have flared that a little slower and leveled out, maybe 10, 15 feet
I think the only issue with that, like you said, everything, the entry was good, the turn was good, the rotor RPM was good, and then I think once you noticed we were going to go long on the turn, you kind of dove into the turn, and so that dove brought the nose down, which then brought the airspeed up, and that led to that higher energy. But either way, for the first one to that kind of blind side, it's looking really good.
Alright. Another one for the blind side?
Yeah, I'll let you pick. Which side do you want to turn to?
Now let's try that one again.
Alright.
No warnings, 13 gallons, everything's green. Here we go.
Right, since it's kind of blind to you, that strip of trees almost lines straight up with the windsock, so you can kind of use that as it passes your feet as well to kind of see when it gets to me when I'm counting down, using some other reference.
Yep. Alright, speed is good, altitude is good. Turning auto in 3, 2, 1. Down, cut the throttle. Start our turn.
Alright, throttle's back in. We don't have to worry about that anymore. Looking good. Looking at our spot. Yeah, looking good. Good, we're at 50, so a slight flare. Very nice, this is looking good.
All my autos I tend to go long.
Which is fine, it happens, but so now if you're aiming at the windsock, then we'll pull that sight picture back, maybe aim for 100 feet prior to it.
Right.
That way, if you do have more energy, you're going to end up perfectly where you wanted.
Keep that in mind.
But I think both, 2 from each side felt really good, and since they're good, I probably should end on a good note, that way you can sleep on it, it sticks, and then when we do it tomorrow, it'll feel good.
Sounds good. Can I do a quick stop?
Might as well.
Be a little quicker. Knots.
All right, whenever you're ready. Good, nice and aggressive. It doesn't have to be that aggressive, but it was controlled. We had a little yaw at first, which is really all you're judged on, is the yaw.
Oh, yeah.
But so that's why I like to start slow, right? The quick stop's a lie. It doesn't have to be quick, and you don't actually have to stop.
Okay. And it's meant to be 10 degrees?
Yes, 10 degrees of yaw.
That was probably more than 10.
But it wasn't the test either, so it's all practice for now.
Something to hone in on. I think we're going to be the last ones to push in, right?
Yep. And so anywhere you want to set it down is fine. Even if you want to set it down right here. And just remembering, the closer you get to the building, the more that wind is going to bounce back. Good work. Got a little oscillation. I felt you commit to the landing, and we came down nice and smooth.